So my homeboy like, Dante, I don't know what to do, man. I'm not gay, man. I'm about to go kill this motherfucker, man. I'm about to kill this motherfucker, Dante.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
All right, y'all. So I'm going to need y'all advice about this. So my homeboy called me and he like, hey, D, man, I really need to pull up on you. So I'm like, well, what's up? He like, man, where you at? I said, I'm at the crib, right? He like, I'm on my way. And he hang up the phone. Now, my homeboy Stedman, that's not his character. You know what I'm saying? For him just to call me out of the blue and be like, yo, I need to pull up on you right now. So when he said that, I'm like, okay, something real crazy must have just happened or whatever. So nevertheless, he pulls up like 5 minutes later, right? So he pulled in my driveway. So I go to his truck. I'm like, what's up? He was like, hey, man, just get in. Right? So I jump in the passenger side. I'm like, what's up? He like, listen, D, man, I got to tell you something, but I don't want you to look at me no type of way. I'm like, what you mean? He like, man, all right, let me take this to the beginning, right? So I'm like, all right. So he like, okay. He said 2 months ago, he was on this dating website. I'm not 100% sure if I can say it on here or not, but we just gonna say it was called, well, anyway, forget it, Plenty of Fish, right? So he said he made a profile picture or profile, whatever, for this dating thing called Plenty of Fish. So he said, you know, one of his homeboys told him like, yo, this is a way to get chicks or whatever. So I'm like, all right. So he say, nevertheless, you know, he just started matching profiles or just writing a whole bunch of chicks or whatever, right? So he said like the first 2, 3, 4 days, nobody was really writing him back. But then he said somebody did write him back. And he said it was this short, light-skinned chick from Pontiac. So I'm like, all right. So he said like, he was like, good morning, beautiful. You know, I want to meet you and all this and that. So nevertheless, they set up a time and they meet at the MGM casino in Detroit. So he said that he was waiting on the chick to come. So the chick pulls up. So he said that when the chick pulled up on him or whatever, they went in, he said everything was fine. Everything was great. You know, she looked just like how she looked on her profile. So he said that she called somebody and was like, my best friend is going to meet us up here because, you know, I got to, you know, make sure that we safe, you know, make sure I'm safe because, you know, I don't really know you like that. So my best friend coming up here. So he like, yeah, that ain't no thing. I ain't really tripping about that. So she like, and my best friend is gay. So he like, okay, I ain't tripping, right? So he said they just walking around MGM and then her phone ring and it's the best friend. So they meet up and he said that when he see the best friend, it's not a female, it's a gay guy. So in his head, he like, wait, I thought you said your friend was, you know, I know you said your friend was gay, but I'm thinking you talking about a female at this point. But, you know, nevertheless, he like, all right, whatever. So the gay guy like, oh, who is this? And she was like, oh, this just my friend. We just up here chilling, whatever. He like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. So, you know, dude feel like, you know, my homeboy, like, man, I ain't really, you know, want to sign up for this. You know, it's just supposed to be me and you you got this third wheel here, whatever. But nevertheless, you know, he said, all right, cool, whatever. So he said they're just walking around and the gay guy just like hanging back, right? And he tell the chick like, hey, you want to, you know, go get something to eat? You want to go to a Coney Island? You want to go get some chili cheese fries or whatever? And she like, yeah, we can go do that, right? So he tells her he tells her like, okay, we all can get in my car. When he said we all, he was really talking about them two and not the gay guy or whatever. So she tell the gay guy like, hey, yeah, you can go ahead and fall back. It's cool. Me and him just gonna go to the Coney Island or whatever. But the gay guy like, no, I wanna go too. Shoot. You told me, you called me to come out the house, so I want to roll too. I'm going with y'all. I want some chili cheese fries. I want some Coney dogs, right? So they like, so dude like, all right, man, whatever. Yeah, I bet, whatever. So they leave. They go to Angelo's Coney Island on 7 Mile in Van Dyke. So they in there, and they ordering the food or whatever. And my homeboy said he just straight up told old girl, like, listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. You was bad. And I ain't gonna lie, I want to hit. And she was like, boy, you don't even know me. So, my homeboy, he like to talk greasy. He talk real greasy to females, right? So he telling her, like, listen, I'm going to do A, B, C, and D to you. Now, due to YouTube policies and regulations and laws, I can't go into great graphic detail of what he was telling her, but she was feeling it. And she basically told him, like, all right, we going to see. I want you to prove that. Everything that you telling me, I want you to prove that to me. So he like, all right, bet. All along, the gay guy is sitting over here in the corner, right? And he's eyeballing my homeboy or whatever. So my homie, like, tell old girl, like, hey, can we ditch him? Like, let's go ahead and when we get the food, we're gonna go back to the casino, ditch him, and you follow me we're gonna go to a room or whatever. So she like, all right, cool, we can do that. So they order the food, they jump in the car, they head back to the casino. The girl tell old boy, like, hey, listen, we about to go ahead and get out of here, and you can roll. It's all good. Now, I want to tell y'all this part, but it's gonna spoil it. So I'm just gonna wait on that. So anyway, he decide. Okay, so they leave. She follows my homeboy, and they go to the Red Roof Inn, right? So she eating her food in the room. He eating his food in the room, and the gay guy just gone. He just gone, right? Next thing you know, he said that, it was time. It was time to get down. It was time to perform. It was time to show all the way out, right? He said he had to bag up what he was telling her. Now I'm gonna tell y'all some things that he said that he wanted to do to her, right? When he was talking greasy. Y'all remember off of Baby Boy when Melvin and Jody Mama was doing it and he was doing it frog style? Yeah, he was talking real greasy. Cause my homie about 6 foot and the girl ain't nothing but 5'3", 5'4". You know what I'm talking about? Maybe about 115, 120, something you can pick up instantly, right? But anyway, so he talking greasy to her, so he said that, they end up getting busy, right? So he said maybe 40 seconds passed, right? And he fumbled the ball. Yeah, we're gonna say fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball. And she like, that's it? It was just starting to get good. He like, no, hold on, baby, hold on, hold on, man. You just so dang fine and all this and that. Every excuse in the big. We all of us done been there before. Even King Dante been there before, right? I done jumped into something and had to jump right back out of it. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, so he like, listen, I'll be back. Just sit tight. I'll be back. So she like, where you going? He was like, man, I'm finna go get me a couple honey packs. I'm about to get me some Patron. Man, I'm about to show out. So she was like, all right, well, give me some Hennessy. So he was like, I bet. So he say he leave, right? He go to the gas station, he get him some Patron, some Hennessy for her. He get some orange juice. He get 3 packs of the honey packets. He said he ain't gonna fail this time. He ain't gonna fail at all. So he said he got him some Red Bull and he got a 5-hour shot, right? So he said he getting right. So he said he starts sipping on the Patron, right? He got a fifth of Patron, whatever. So he's sipping on it. So when he get to the room, he like in and out of it a little bit. So he give her the Hennessy or whatever, and she tell him like, hey, my homeboy just dropped off these pills, right? And he like, okay. And she was like, it'll make us feel good or whatever. So I guess it was some X pills or whatever. So my homeboy said he never did pills. For all the years that I know him, I never seen him do any pills neither. So he said he just took the pill and bam. Now he said he remembers some things that happened, but he don't really remember everything. He just said he blacked out at a certain point. So he said that he ended up, messing with old girl or whatever of what he can remember. But he said he just kept having these flashbacks of him having somebody else in the room. And him, doing something with somebody else in the room too. Like a threesome type thing. So, but he said he just really wasn't clear on. So he said the next day he wake up, the girl is gone. And, he called her and he like, hey, how you doing or whatever? And she like, I'm good or whatever. He like, want to go to breakfast? She like, nah, not really. I don't, I'm good. And he was like, oh, you here? She was like, yeah, I'm finna go to work, but just call me later. He like, all right, bet, whatever. So he said maybe a month ago by. He said he have not talked to this chick. He ain't ran into her, nothing. It was literally just a one night stand or whatever, right? So he said one day he goes to a family reunion, right? He goes to a family reunion out there in West Bloomfield, right? And, all his cousins there, everybody there, everybody, distant, everybody came to Michigan, from Texas, Tennessee, Cali, New York, Philly, everybody there in Michigan, right, at this family reunion or whatever. So he said he kicking it, right, with his cousins and his brothers and stuff, and he said that he see the gay guy, right? Now, he said, like, when he seen him, he like, oh, that's old boy. That's what he said, and said, like, oh, that's old boy that was, so he said he walked up to him like, hey, what's up, man? He like, oh, what's up with you? That's what the gay guy said. He was like, oh, what's up with you? And he was like, sure, hey, where your friend at? He was like, why you asking about her for? And he was like, because, I ain't talked to her in a minute, the last time we did what we did, it was fun, and I ain't holler at her yet. So the gay guy like, well, what about me? So he like, excuse me? He like, yeah, what about me? I have fun too. So my homeboy in his head, he like, what you mean you have fun too? He like, well, we all have fun. So my homeboy thinking like, okay, we didn't have that much fun. I mean, we were just walking through the hotel and we just went to go get some Coney Island or whatever. But what you mean? He like, dude, you don't remember what we did? He like, what did we do? So he like, let me show you. So he pulled out his phone and he opened up this video and voila, boom, bam. So my homie like, man, what the, oh, hell no. I mean, my homeboy is like going nuts at this point because he's seeing a video where him, this gay guy, and the girl is doing things. Now, I know I can't go into detail, but I will say this. Let's just say my homeboy was standing up. The chick was down low, and the gay guy was down low too, in front of him, if that make any sense. And that's what it was. So my homeboy, like, man, what the, oh, hell no, man, I'm not, I'm not GA, I'm not gay, man, what the, and all this, right? So dude was like, man, what you mean? You wanted to do my homeboy? Like, no, man, I ain't with that, man. I ain't with that. So family members coming around and like, yo, what's going on? He like, man, nothing. Cause dude, my homie is embarrassed right now. Cause he like, yo, I didn't consent to that. I didn't know what was going on. And so the gay guy like, man, whatever. You enjoyed it and all this and that. So they get separated or whatever. The gay guy really wasn't real hostile like that, but my homeboy was. So nevertheless, they separate or whatever. And, they like, yo, y'all cousins, y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill out. Family, uncles, aunties and stuff like y'all cousins. So my homeboy like, cousins? Man, I'm not related to that dude, man. How is he a part of this family? See, my homeboy was thinking like, yo, this dude is just a friend of the family, or, he done came here with one of our cousins or something. You know what I'm talking about? But no, turns out, right, that this is his granny, sister, son, right? So they are cousins that they just never met, right? Oh my God. So when you look at the title and the thumbnail, this is what this is all about. He ended up smashing his gay cousin. So now let's fast forward all the next day. Now I'm on the passenger side and he's telling me this story and I'm like, man, I don't know what to tell you. So my homie like, on the real D, I want to kill homeboy. I want to kill him. I said, listen, I can't tell you what to do. You my homie. I don't want to see you go to prison. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what to say. And normally y'all, family members, friends, and associates, they call me for advice because usually, I can give you an answer. But this time right here, I had no answer. I was lost of words. And Dante, 37 years of life of always running my mouth, I was lost for words. I didn't know what to. So maybe, and y'all, this is fresh right here. This just happened 3 days ago. So I need for y'all, the audience, to let me know, what should I tell the homie? Should I tell him to just let it go and just go about his life? Or should I tell him to go handle his business? I don't know. I mean, let's look at the facts right quick. The facts. He said that he was high. He was unaware of what was going on, but the act was done. The deed was done. He said he's not a homosexual. So it's like, I don't know, y'all. So y'all let me know in the comment section, what should my homeboy do? All right. Because I don't know. Also, y'all, I need for y'all to check out my homegirl, Stacy Storytime, right? If y'all enjoy my content, y'all gonna love her content. So y'all make sure y'all check her out. I'm going to have her link pinned at the top of the comment section. And yes, Dante is still doing promotion. So y'all make sure y'all get in contact with me if y'all want me to promote your business, your social media channel, your product. If you got a song, if you got a book, if you got a brick and mortar and you need some foot traffic there, get in contact with your big partner Dante. And I got y'all. And shout out to everybody that be hitting that like button. I want to tell everybody I appreciate y'all for sharing my videos. Thank y'all for commenting. And listen, if you haven't became a member yet, I'm going to have my members link pinned at the top of the comment section. So that way y'all can watch my exclusive videos where Dante is doing his skits and his movies. All right. So all y'all got to do is click that link, sign up, and y'all can get my members only videos. And with that, y'all, Dante love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay crime free. And with that, I'm gone. Hey, yes, you. Are you a member of the Donta Show Network? If not, I got you. I will have the link to my members only videos pinned at the top of the comment section. You'll get access to my exclusive videos, which is my skits and my movies. Also, when you become a member, I'll give you a special shout out on the 15th of every month. Again, the link to the members only videos will be pinned at the top of the comment section. I drop a brand new video every day at 5 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. If you want me to promote your business, your social media channel, your product, your storefront, if you got a song, if you got a book, get in contact with me at 313-452-8981. That's 313-452-8981. Or email me at THEDONTASHOW88@yahoo.com.